Happy Friday, Central Coast. I'm Eduardo Wihun Jr., filling in for Chief Meteorologist Dave Hovde. Take a look at this live shot out at the coast, all thanks to 805 webcams. Take a look at the high since midnight. It was quite a warm day in some communities as we saw temperatures in the 70s for some areas, upper 60s out in Santa Maria. And as the sun is starting to slowly set, we are definitely seeing cooler conditions at this time. 60s out in the interior, 50s for some of our west-facing beaches, and 60s out along the south coast. 70 right now in Santa Barbara, and within the last 24 hours, temperatures bumped up 4 degrees out in Shandon. 2 in Paso Robles. It dropped 2 degrees in Santa Maria, and you can see it dropped 5 degrees in Santa Ynez and in Santa Barbara. And we are definitely seeing some humidity, especially out in the inland communities at this time. So we're going to see a weak upper level trough of low pressure in Northern California that's going to increase onshore flow late tonight into Saturday. You can see this front is going to start to move through Northern California, bringing some rain into some communities further up north of the Central Coast. We're not expecting to see any impacts from that system, but we are going to see some clouds as that front starts to travel further down south. But what we are going to see is a significant shift in the weather pattern as we're going to see a ridge of high pressure starting to build into the region this weekend, and that's going to strengthen on Sunday with temperatures peaking on Monday. So we are expecting to see warm temperatures for the start of the upcoming work week. We're seeing clear conditions at this time. That's going to be the case overnight, but as that front, as you see, starts to travel further down south over the course of the day on Saturday, we're going to see clouds starting to pick up right here on the Central Coast. Again, we're not seeing any rainfall. That's going to stick way up north of the area, and we're going to see some high clouds picking up along the Central Coast. The marine layer is going to start to strengthen late Saturday into Sunday, so we are going to see some low clouds and fog out in the interior during the early morning hours on Sunday. We're seeing breezy conditions across the area at this time. Wind gusts over 20 miles per hour in Paso Robles, Cambria, and in Santa Ynez. And we're going to continue seeing these breezy conditions late tonight, especially down along the south coast. And we're going to see breezy conditions sticking around through Saturday. Overnight, it's going to be moving up to 20 miles per hour right around 2 a.m. in San Luis Obispo. By the late morning into the afternoon, we are expecting to see wind gusts starting to become more widespread. So we're expecting to see quite a gusty afternoon into the early evening hours right here on the Central Coast. Daytime highs will be in the 70s out in Paso Robles on Saturday, 71 in SLO, Santa Maria, 69 in Santa Barbara. Our North Coast beaches sticking on the cooler side, ranging throughout the 60s, 73 in San Miguel, 70 down in Avila Beach. Daytime highs in the 5 cities are going to be a lot warmer in areas like Arroyo Grande and Pomo, 60s in Los Osos, Pismo Beach, Guadalupe, 70 in Shandon, 66 in California Valley. If you're heading out to Solvang or Santa Ynez, it's going to get close to 80 degrees in the upper 70s. 66 in Carpinteria, 73 out in Los Alamos. Here's a look at your KSBY 7-day forecast. Dry conditions are expected from now through the rest of the weekend, but again, that ridge of high pressure starting to strengthen on Sunday, peaking on Monday, with most communities seeing temperatures in the 80s for the start of the upcoming work and school week. Weekend forecast shows it's going to be quite a gorgeous weekend all throughout California as we're going to see dry conditions through the weekend. Regionally, it's going to be a lot warmer in the desert, 87 degrees in Palm Springs, but for heading up to the Bay Area, it's going to be a lot cooler in the 60s.